Welcome back to the channel, where the crack of the bat echoes with destiny, every pitch holds the weight of a season, and the offseason is a high-stakes chess match played out with contracts and trade rumors. Tonight, we're not just talking about roster moves. We're diving into the agonizing, exhilarating decisions that define a franchise, especially one standing at the precipice of greatness after tasting the bitter sting of ultimate defeat. After tasting the bitter sting of World Series defeat, and with the future of your franchise cornerstone hanging precariously in the balance, does a team double down on loyalty and the proven chemistry of its core? Or does it make a bold, almost unthinkable move to redefine its destiny and finally conquer the titans of the league? Good evening, baseball fanatics. Tonight, we're plunging headfirst into the swirling vortex of the MLB offseason, a period of intense speculation, strategic maneuvering, and gut-wrenching decisions, all under the unforgiving spotlight of championship aspirations. The Toronto Blue Jays, a team that captivated the baseball world with an epic, heart-stopping run to the World Series, now find themselves at a critical crossroads. They pushed the Los Angeles Dodgers to the absolute limit, battling through extra innings in a grueling Game 7, only to fall agonizingly short of hoisting the Commissioner's trophy. That defeat, while painful, has only intensified the hunger, the burning desire to finish the job. But how they navigate this offseason, particularly with the future of their star shortstop, Bo Bichette, hanging in the balance, will dictate the very trajectory of their next championship window. The free agent market is now in full swing, a chaotic dance of dollars and dreams, and for the Blue Jays, it presents a dual challenge: the potential loss of key players or the monumental task of retaining them. At the epicenter of this offseason drama is Bo Bichette, a player whose value has soared, not just through his consistent regular season production, but through his absolutely exceptional performance on the grandest stage of all, the World Series. His bat came alive, his presence was undeniable, and he showcased exactly why he's considered one of the most dynamic, offensive shortstops in the game. MLB insider John Morosi, a man with his finger firmly on the pulse of the league, recently confirmed what many had suspected. I can confirm that Bo Bichette has drawn interest from multiple teams who view him as a second baseman or third baseman, due to the presence of an established shortstop on those rosters. More proof that the World Series increased his market value. This is a crucial piece of information. Folks, it tells us that Bichette's market isn't limited to just shortstop-needy teams. His offensive prowess is so undeniable that teams are willing to consider him at other infield positions, expanding his potential suitors and, consequently, driving up his price tag. His World Series heroics didn't just boost his confidence, they added millions to his potential contract. So, what kind of contract are we talking about? R.J. Anderson of CBS Sports, a keen observer of player valuations, has put a fascinating projection on the table. He believes Bichette could command a deal approaching a staggering $200 million, potentially over 7 years. Anderson elaborates, the primary question hanging over Bichette's free agent situation is how teams will view him positionally. If a club is willing to tolerate his defense at shortstop, then the comparison to Willie Adams' contract with the Giants, 7 years, $182 million, is a good reference point. I'm going to assume that will be the case, at least in the short term. I'm going to add extra value due to Bichette's age advantage and inflation. 7 years, $189 million, $27 million per year. This isn't just a number, it's a statement. It reflects Bichette's youth, his consistent offensive output, and the ever-escalating cost of elite talent in today's MLB. For the Blue Jays, this is the price of keeping their homegrown star, a significant investment that will shape their financial flexibility for years to come. But here's where the narrative takes a turn towards optimism for the Toronto faithful. Despite the massive price tag and the widespread interest, there's a strong belief among some experts that Bichette will ultimately remain a Blue Jay. Matt Snyder, also from CBS Sports, firmly believes that Bichette will re-sign with Toronto. His reasoning is compelling. After the campaign to the World Series, the Blue Jays have plenty of incentive to keep Bichette on the roster, plus money in the bank to pay whatever it takes. He's not going anywhere. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's grounded in logic. The Blue Jays just made a deep playoff run, generating significant revenue and reigniting the passion of their fan base. They have the financial wherewithal and, more importantly, the overwhelming incentive to retain their core. Furthermore, Bichette himself has expressed a desire to remain in Toronto. When a player, especially one of his caliber, openly states his preference to stay, it significantly simplifies the negotiation process. It suggests that closing a deal, while still requiring careful financial maneuvering, shouldn't be an insurmountable challenge for the front office. The key to the Blue Jays' sustained success, as many analysts agree, is maintaining their core group of players. This isn't just about individual talent. It's about team chemistry, about the intangible bonds forged through shared experiences and the collective pursuit of a championship. That chemistry, currently at an all-time high after their World Series run, can be a powerful motivator, further encouraging Bichette to remain in the vibrant baseball city of Toronto. However, in the relentless pursuit of a championship, sometimes loyalty isn't enough. Sometimes a team needs to make a bold, almost audacious move to truly elevate itself. And this is where the conversation takes a dramatic turn, where the whispers of a potential blockbuster trade begin to emerge, suggesting an alternative path for the Blue Jays, one that involves a seismic shift in their roster construction. What if, despite all the reasons to keep him, Bo Bichette does leave? Or, even more intriguingly, what if the Blue Jays decide they need to make an even bigger splash to truly maximize their chances against the burgeoning dynasty of the Los Angeles Dodgers? Christopher Klein of Fansided believes the Jays should be aggressive, suggesting they would be a prime suitor for a blockbuster trade to acquire none other than Fernando Tatis Jr., the three-time All-Star and perennial MVP candidate. Klein's argument is compelling and audacious. The Toronto Blue Jays were so close to winning their first World Series title since the early 90s that should only motivate Ross Atkins to go all in throughout the offseason, and Atkins is already one of the most aggressive general managers in MLB by nature. Bo Bichette's impending departure could pave the way for a big move like this, with Tatis moving to right field and Addison Barger to third base. Toronto's offense is one of the most complete and explosive in recent memory. Tatis could elevate it even further, offering great protection for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. or vice versa. Let's unpack that, because it's a truly fascinating proposition. Fernando Tatis Jr. is a generational talent, a player whose electrifying athleticism and raw power can change the game with a single swing or a breathtaking defensive play. Last season, Tatis put up a slash line of .268 .368 .446 .814 with 27 doubles, 25 home runs, 71 RBIs, and 32 stolen bases in 155 games. These are MVP caliber numbers, showcasing a rare blend of power, speed, and on-base ability. He is a legitimate five-tool player, a superstar who brings an undeniable wow factor every time he steps onto the field. And the defensive implications of acquiring Tatis Jr. are equally staggering. Klein suggests Tatis would move to right field, a position where his athleticism and powerful arm would be a tremendous asset. Paired with the Gold Glove winner Dalton Varsho in center field, the Blue Jays' outfield defense would instantly become one of the best, if not the best, in all of MLB. Imagine a two-time Platinum Glove winner. Tatis Jr. has won two in his career in right field, alongside a Gold Glove winner in center. That kind of defensive prowess can save countless runs, turn extra base hits into singles, and fundamentally change the complexion of games. It's a defensive juggernaut that would complement their already strong pitching staff. But here's the truly mind-bending part of Klein's analysis. He suggests that even if Bichette does remain with the team, the Blue Jays should still pursue Tatis Jr. The logic? To maximize their chances of taking down the dynasty that the Los Angeles Dodgers are currently building. The Dodgers are a formidable opponent, a team with seemingly endless resources and a relentless drive for championships. To compete with and ultimately overcome such a powerhouse, a team might need to assemble an equally potent, almost overwhelming roster. The idea of a lineup featuring both Bichette and Tatis Jr. alongside Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer, and others is a truly terrifying prospect for opposing pitchers. It would be an offensive juggernaut, relentless assault on the scoreboard that few teams could withstand wants to be there, and whose market value is now clearly defined? Or do they swing for the fences, making a bold, aggressive move for a transcendent talent like Fernando Tatis Jr., even if it means disrupting the current roster, potentially moving Bichette to another position, or even trading him away? The arguments for keeping Bichette are strong. He's a fan favorite, a homegrown talent, and the team just made a World Series run with him as a central figure. The chemistry is there, the comfort level is established, and the investment, while significant, feels earned. His positional flexibility, as Morosi pointed out, means he could still fit even if the team wanted to bring in another shortstop down the line. However, the allure of Tatis Jr. is equally powerful. He offers a higher ceiling and MVP-caliber talent who can single-handedly change games. His defensive impact in the outfield, combined with Varsho, would be truly elite. And the idea of pairing him with Guerrero Jr. to create an offensive tandem that could rival any in baseball is incredibly enticing. It's a move that screams championship or bust, a declaration of intent that they are willing to do whatever it takes to bring a title back to Toronto. The pressure on the Blue Jays front office is immense. They've tasted the ultimate prize, and now they must decide how to get back there, and how to finally seize it. Will they begin to craft a proposal for Tatis Jr. soon, risking the ire of some fans, but potentially building an even more formidable roster? Or will they focus all their efforts on locking down Bichette, trusting in the core that brought them so close? The clock is ticking, and other teams are undoubtedly circling, eager to snatch up an MVP-level talent if the opportunity arises. This isn't just about baseball. It's about ambition, about the relentless pursuit of perfection, and about the courage to make the tough decisions that define a championship contender. The Toronto Blue Jays are at a pivotal moment, and the choices they make in the coming weeks will reverberate throughout the league, shaping not just their own future, but potentially the balance of power in Major League Baseball. What do you think, Baseball Nation? Which path do you believe the Toronto Blue Jays must take to finally hoist that trophy? Do they prioritize loyalty and re-sign Bo Bichette, or do they make a bold, blockbuster move for Fernando Tatis Jr., even if it means a dramatic shift in their roster? We want to hear your passionate takes, your strategic insights, and your predictions for how this fascinating offseason saga will unfold. Drop a comment below, let us know your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the high-stakes world of MLB front offices, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive reports that get to the heart of the game. Until next time, keep your eyes on the ball and your spirit in the game.